Okay, here's the assignment sheet, right? Please remember, these are the guidelines for the explanatory essay. You want to read and follow these because on the grading standards, what do we see, right? How well you are using those writing guidelines is a major part of your grade. How well you are using these writing guidelines is a major part of your grade. So please, if you have a question about any of those, just let me know. Let's take a look then at the explanatory essay that I did with my article about competency-based education. Some of the nuts and bolts real quick with the essay. This is the header, right? You'll notice that the header only goes on page 1. It only goes on page 1. Do not use the header feature in Microsoft Word because it'll stamp it on each page. Only do it on page 1. You'll notice what is the font. It is Times New Roman 12, double spaced with 1-inch margins. And you'll notice that there's no extra spacing between paragraphs, nor is there extra spacing up here. Spacing things out doesn't give you word count. That comes from content. So here we go. This is the title. You want to give your paper a title that reflects its content. Do not use the title explanatory essay. That's what it is, but it doesn't tell the reader anything about the paper. So here's my title, Reimagining Higher Education with Competency-Based Education. So this first paragraph is the introduction, often abbreviated as intro. What we should see here, this is going to be a tell paragraph. Remember, anytime you see that funny capital letter P, that's the abbreviation editing symbol for paragraph. This is going to include the main idea of the paper that it's going to explain, as well as include background information. The last sentence in the introduction is going to be the thesis statement. So I'm going to go in here and highlight it. And remember that inside of this thesis statement, we should be able to find 3 topics of discussion. Competency-based education allows students to use existing knowledge and skills to exempt courses while still earning credit while completing their degree. However, it is a controversial program, that has many challenges to implement. Now, my first topic of discussion, the first point of my 3-point thesis, is the definition. That's one you definitely want to include. Then, number 2, controversial program, and then challenges. So once we have this, that's going to set up the order and the flow of the body paragraph. So that first topic generates my first body paragraph because it becomes the topic sentence. The second point, right, becomes the top. See there, we can check this real quick. Controversial, controversy. That means we're doing A-OK. Challenges, let's check third body paragraph. Challenges. Right, so I just took from my outline those topic sentences and got everything in order. Now let's go back and pick up and see how we did. Millions of students enter colleges and universities each year, yet they fail to graduate not due to academic reasons. Instead, these students are forced to withdraw after a few semesters for many reasons, such as family issues, not being mature enough to manage their time, and others. This is a problem for students in colleges. As a remedy, some institutions of higher education are implementing competency-based education. Competency-based education allows students to use existing knowledge and skills to exempt courses while still earning credit while completing their degree. However, it is a controversial program that has many challenges to implement. So there we go. Off to a good start. The first thing that I'm going to do is, in my explanatory essay here, as I'm going to define my term, and then I'm going to go in and develop it with example, like an imaginary scenario. So competency-based education changes the traditional model of higher education. So here's my topic sentence that involves students spending years in a classroom or learning virtually while earning credits towards their degree. With the conventional model, college freshmen may be strong in a subject area, such as math, and enrolls in college algebra, an entry-level course he or she could easily pass. After weeks of class, the student earns credit. Competency-based education allows the same college freshman to exit college algebra without sitting in the classroom by demonstrating competency on designated exams, saving him or her a semester of class time and accelerating degree completion. Thus, competency-based education provides a different path for college students to finish their degree. So that's body paragraph 1. Now you'll notice here, right, this is my concluding sentence. The concluding sentence is an echo or a restatement of the topic sentence. So just in case the reader became lost in that example, right, in the definition lot going on, then the reader will be reminded of the purpose of that paragraph. Now it's time for point number 2. Even though competency-based education is a needed program, it is not without controversy. For examples, yes. Schools already using this method, such as Southern New Hampshire University and Western Governors University, have a negative perception and are often seen by employers as being diploma mills, granting degrees lacking the academic rigor of traditional colleges. Another controversy, you can see I'm going in here, what am I doing? I'm repeating, that's that key term of what? My thesis. Good thing to do is the cost. Scott Carlson, so I'm going to go in here and name the article now, in Competency-Based Education Goes Mainstream in Wisconsin, published in the Chronicle of Higher Education, October 4, 2013, reported if the program was started in that state, it would cost approximately $35 million. This loss of financial resources would impact all areas of the college. In addition, some faculty members oppose accelerating learning, saying it is not the equivalent of traditional instruction. So going in here, right, I have examples of what? Controversy. What are some of the different examples of controversy? And some employers look at this program as being less than the traditional degree, that it lacks academic rigor. Another is cost, right? Another is faculty oppose accelerated learning because it's saying that's not the equivalent. What was that? 3, 1, 2, 3, the rule of 3. That's what's going to get us through. We have another body paragraph in the conclusion to look at, and we'll get to that in the next lecture.